Hello students, today we shall discuss about preparation of acids. There are different methods for preparation of acids. Number 1 is direct combination or synthesis. The acids which contain one hydrogen atom and another element, that is there are two elements present in acid, those acids can be prepared from direct combination of hydrogen and the other element. For example, for the preparation of HCl, hydrogen and chlorine is used. They combine with each other to form HCl. Similarly, hydrogen bromine combine to form HBr. Hydrogen reacts with sulfur to form H2S. Acids containing two elements, those can be prepared by this method. Number 2 is from acid anhydrides. Now, which are acid anhydrides? Acid anhydrides are some oxides when if we remove one water molecule from any acid, then we get the corresponding anhydride. For example, if we remove one water molecule from sulfuric acid, then we get sulfur trioxide. So sulfur trioxide is the acid anhydride of sulfuric acid. So any acid anhydride when reacts with water, they form the corresponding acid. For example, sulfur trioxide reacts with water to form sulfuric acid. When sulfur dioxide reacts with water, then there will be formation of sulfurous acid, that is H2SO3. Now, nitrogen pentoxide when reacts with water, it forms nitric acid. Phosphorus pentoxide reacts with water to form phosphoric acid. Phosphorus trioxide reacts with water, it forms phosphorus acid. So, for phosphorus acid, the anhydride is phosphorus trioxide. For phosphoric acid, the anhydride is phosphorus pentoxide. Now, carbon dioxide reacts with water to form carbonic acid. Now NO2 generally remains as dimer, that is NO2 whole 2, that is N2O4. NO2 remains always in this form. When two NO2 molecules react with water, then there will be formation of nitrous acid and nitric acid. So NO2 is called the mixed anhydride or double acid anhydride, because NO2 is anhydride of the mixture nitrous acid and nitric acid. Now, oxidation reaction. Sulfuric acid can be prepared from the element sulfur. When sulfur is allowed to react with nitric acid, then there will be formation of sulfuric acid, and from nitric acid we get nitrogen dioxide and water. Here nitric acid acts as oxidizing agent. Nitric acid is very good oxidizing agent. Here mainly oxidation reduction reaction takes place. If we observe the structure of sulfuric acid, then there is one sulfur, 2 OH and 2 oxide, and we know for OH, that is if we take water molecule, if this bond breaks HOH, this bond breaks, then we get H plus OH minus. So there is one negative charge on OH. So OH on OH there is -1. Here also for one OH there is -1. There are two oxygens, and on oxygen there is, we know for oxide there is 2 minus. So the total number of negative charges 2 plus 2 4 minus here 1 5, here 6, so -6. So total positive charge will be +6, and this positive charge goes on sulfur. For electrical neutrality, total number of negative charge will be equal to total number of positive charge. So initially when sulfur is in elemental form, then sulfur is 0, and from 0 we get sulfur in +6 state. So here should be 6 release of 6 electron, and we know release of electron is the oxidation process. So from sulfur to sulfuric acid formation, this is oxidation process. Now if we take nitric acid, then this is the structure of nitric acid. For 1 OH there is -1, for oxide -2, total negative charge 2 plus 1, that is -5, so positive charge on nitrogen, that is +5. Now for NO2 this is the structure. For 2 oxide there are total negative charge 2 plus 2 4, so on nitrogen there is positive charge 4. So for nitrogen +5 to +4 is obtained, so there will be addition of 1 electron, and we know addition of electron, that is the reduction process. So nitric acid reduced to nitrogen dioxide, this is reduction, and sulfur is oxidized to sulfuric acid, this is oxidation. That is, here nitric acid acts as oxidizing agent. It oxidizes sulfur to sulfuric acid and itself gets reduced to nitrogen dioxide. Similarly, when phosphorus reacts with nitric acid, there will be formation of phosphoric acid and nitric acid reduced to nitrogen dioxide and water. Thus, from these procedures, we can obtain sulfuric acid or phosphoric acid from their element. Number 4 is displacement reaction. When salts of more volatile acids like HCl, HNO3, they are more volatile than sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is less volatile, that is, boiling point of sulfuric acid is high. So when sulfuric acid reacts with salt of HCl, say NaCl, then there will be formation of sodium bisulfate and HCl. So the corresponding acid is obtained. Similarly, when nitric acid salt, that is sodium nitrate, reacts with sulfuric acid concentrated, this sulfuric acid must be concentrated sulfuric acid. Then there will be formation of sodium bisulfate and the corresponding nitric acid is obtained. Now properties. Physical properties. Physical properties means those properties which we can observe from outside, that is external properties. Some acids may be solids, some acids may be liquids. For example, boric acid, phosphoric acid, oxalic acid, this is the formula of oxalic acid. Tartaric acid, these are solids at room temperature, and liquids are mineral acids like hydrochloric acid, nitric acid, sulfuric acid, carbonic acid, formic acid, acetic acid, these are liquids. Now indicators. Which are indicators? Indicators are the substances which change color from basic to acidic medium. Give color change from basic to acidic medium, those are called indicators. There are different indicators known. Number 1, litmus paper. Litmus paper shows blue color in basic solution and shows red color in acidic solution. Number 2, phenolphthalein. Phenolphthalein is a dye. It changes color from basic to acid medium. In base this is pink and in acid this is colorless. Methyl orange or methyl red, these are also dyeing agent. These are also colored. In basic medium they are yellow and in acidic medium they form red or reddish orange. So therefore them there will be sharp change of color, and from this color change we can say whether the solution is acidic or basic. Now olfactory indicators. Olfactory indicators are those which change their smell from basic to acidic medium. For example, onion extract, clove oil, vanilla, etc. When NaOH solution is added to onion extract, then smell destroyed. That is, in basic medium there will be no smell of onion extract, but in acidic medium this smell persists. So from their smell we can identify acidic or basic medium. There are some natural indicators, that is red cabbage extract. which is red in acidic medium and green in basic medium. Acids are electrolytes. That's it. If we take the aqueous solution of acid, they can conduct electricity. That is, solution of acids can conduct electricity. So that is their electrolytes. Now chemical properties. Chemical properties means their internal properties or their chemical reactions with different substances. Number 1 is reaction with active metals. Metals which remain above hydrogen in activity series. You know the activity series of metals. The metals which remain above hydrogen, those are called active metals. Which remain at the top of the series, those are called highly active. And the metal just above the hydrogen, those are less active metal. This is the active series. You can observe potassium, sodium, calcium, those are at top of the series, so these are highly active, whereas magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, tin, lead, etc. just above hydrogen, so those are less active metals. All these metals, when react with any acids containing hydrogen, they replace the hydrogen from that acid. For example, any of these metal react with HCl, there will be formation of hydrogen and the corresponding metal chloride salt. Similarly, for sulfuric acid, there is metal sulfate and elimination of hydrogen. But metals, when reacts with nitric acid, the hydrogen is not eliminated, because metal when reacts with nitric acid, there will be formation of metal nitrate and hydrogen gas. But this hydrogen again oxidized by nitric acid. As we know, nitric acid is very good oxidizing agent, so they again oxidizes hydrogen to water and itself get reduced to nitrogen dioxide. So the overall reaction is, when metal reacts with nitric acid, there will be formation of metal nitrate, nitrogen dioxide and water, so there is no formation of hydrogen. Exception is magnesium or manganese metal. These metals, when reacts with nitric acid, they form magnesium nitrate or manganese nitrate with evolution of hydrogen. This is exception. Then the next is neutralization reaction. When acids react with bases, maybe hydroxide base, maybe oxide base, there will be formation of the salt and the water. Action on salts. Acids, when reacts with carbonate or bicarbonate, there will be formation of carbon dioxide, evolution of carbon dioxide, and we get the corresponding chloride salt. For example, calcium bicarbonate, calcium carbonate reacts with HCl, there is formation of calcium chloride, carbon dioxide and water. But calcium carbonate or bicarbonate, when reacts with H2SO4, there will be no reaction, because calcium sulfate is formed which is insoluble, so this is precipitated out, then the reaction will stop. Similarly, lead carbonate does not react with HCl or H2SO4, because lead chloride or lead sulfate formed, these are insoluble, they precipitated out, so the reaction ceases. Now calcium sulfite or sodium bisulfite, when these salts react with HCl, there will be formation of calcium chloride and sulfur dioxide will be evaluated and water. Similarly, sodium bisulfite reacts with HCl, evolution of sulfur dioxide is obtained. Similarly, when sulfide salts, for example zinc sulfide, copper sulfide, they react with HCl or H2SO4, there will be formation of the corresponding salt and H2S gas will be evaluated. But the chloride salts, any metal chloride, they do not react with HCl or H2SO4, dilute HCl or dilute H2SO4, there will be no reaction. But when the metal chlorides treated with concentrated H2SO4 in presence of heat is given by the del sign, then there will be formation of the corresponding salt and HCl gas comes out. Similarly, any nitrate salt, they do not react with HCl or H2SO4 dilute, but when treated with concentrated H2SO4 below 200 degree when heated, then we get the acidic salt, that is the bisulfate salt, and nitric acid is obtained. When they are heated above 200 degree, then there will be formation of the normal salt, sodium sulfate, and nitric acid is obtained. Exception is lead nitrate. Lead nitrate reacts with both the dilute HCl and dilute H2SO4, and there will be formation of lead chloride or lead sulfate and nitric acid. These lead chloride, lead sulfate salts are insoluble salts, so they become precipitated out. As a result, the reaction proceeds towards right hand side, that is there will be reaction. Then there are uses of many acids given in your book. You will also see the uses of these acids. Thank you.